7 days without electric lights. Day 1. Shit. Hello challengers, I am going to stop using electric lights for 7 days. Using electric lights causes a lot of imbalances for the human body, the mind, and causes a lot of impact also on the environment. Using electric lights as we do nowadays has a big impact on our natural rhythm. We normally synchronize with daylight, but since we now always have access to electric lights, we tend to desynchronize ourselves with the natural rhythm. This can cause sleeping disorders and many other disorders that follow up. It also has an environmental impact, including energy, but as we're shifting to LED light bulbs, we are using less and less energy to create light. But there are other impacts. Having light during the night impacts also nature. It impacts mosquitoes and flies, and it can impact all the animals living in a given area. So my goal is to reconnect with the natural rhythm of daylight. My rules for this challenge is going to be not use any electric lights. I can use screens, I can use the computer, I can work if the sun is down but I still need to finish work. But I cannot use a flashlight, I cannot use the home light or anything. If I am not home, I will not be able to apply those rules, but as soon as I get back home every day, those rules will apply. Street lights, I have no impact on it. If I am at a friend's house, it's gonna also be difficult to turn off all the lights, even though I will try to be back home by nightfall. No electric light challenge. Day 1. Shit. Day 1, 8 p.m. The day is getting darker and darker. I already ate before because at 7 already it was getting dark. And I'm actually starting to get tired. Normally at this time I would turn on the light to continue doing whatever. Now I'm getting tired. So I think I'm gonna get to bed early tonight. But for now it's still a little bit daylight, but definitely getting darker and darker. The first day was okay. The daytime is nearly no problem. The only problem I have is when going to the toilet, because my bathroom has no window or nothing. So it's very dark when I get in there. So when I want to go to the toilet or when I want to shower, it is nearly pitch black. I need to leave the doors open to get a little bit of light. One thing I want to see with this challenge is the impact of blue light coming from the screens compared to normal light. Blue light has been a big topic in the last few years with lots of gadgets coming, such as anti-blue light glasses, but I always wondered what was the real impact. I did buy some anti-blue light glasses a few years back, but I did not see much impact from using these glasses. 7-day no light challenge, day 2. So far the day is going really well. The only thing, let me show you, the only thing during the day is that if I go to have a shower, this is my shower, and if I go to the bathroom, it's getting even darker. So that's the main problem I have. It actually gets dark really fast in there. There's no windows, so without any lights it gets really dark. I need to keep the door open. Thankfully enough, I live alone so that I don't bother anyone. But I go to the toilet, I go to the shower with the door open. Alright, so you don't see a thing, but it's the middle of the night and I have a little bit of hunger. I didn't eat enough last night, and now I need to find a way to get midnight snack ready, but in the dark. Okay, so it's day 4 of the no electric light challenge, and today was a rainy day and tonight is still raining and it is getting dark really fast. It is now 8:30 p.m. and I cannot do anything at home because it's way too dark to work on anything, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna work a short time on the computer. Now what I did is on every screen I use, I have a filter to darken the screen so that I don't get too much bright light. So hopefully this will help me get adapted to the dark light in the evening. And yeah. So I started this challenge with a sleeping disorder that has been lasting for many months. Throughout this last year, it's been very difficult. I wasn't sure what to expect exactly from this challenge, but it definitely helped me a lot with my sleeping. Throughout the last week, I've had the biggest improvement on my sleep that I had over the last year. I still need to work a little bit on my sleep to get back to a really good rhythm. But definitely there's been a significant change. Before the challenge, I was not able to sleep before something like 4 a.m. And now I easily go to sleep around 10 p.m. so 6 hours earlier. It's very interesting the impact it has, and it is very relaxing not to have any electric lights. During this challenge, when I still wanted to use a screen when it was dark outside and inside, I installed some apps on my devices to make the screen darker, to have less light emission from the screen. And that made a significant impact. It was allowed me to use a screen during the night, but without having the bright light source coming from it. So my body was still adapted to the dark and I could still be able to sleep early.
The next few days of the challenge continued without much of change. I quickly got into the rhythm of not using light in the evening. It did have an impact as I used to work really late, either on doing handiwork, doing paperwork, or on a kind of screen. So that I could not do anymore. So not using light limited myself in my evening work. And it feels like you're connecting back with yourself and with the daylight cycle, which is really nice. Especially after spending so much time locked down without seeing the sun at all.
About blue light coming from the screens versus normal light. During this challenge, I didn't see much difference. Light is light wherever it comes from. If it's an electric light that lights up the room, or if it's a screen that you keep watching, it's going to have a similar impact on your sleep patterns. My understanding is that when you're using a screen, whatever screen it is, you are basically looking at a light bulb. And looking at a light bulb will give it the signal to your body that it is still day and it is time to be active. As soon as you're going to turn off every light source in your environment, your body is going to start adjusting and preparing for sleep. And I feel it takes a few hours for your body to adjust. And surprisingly or not, it actually fits really well with the sunset cycle. As daylight starts to dim, you start feeling the impact on your body. And when it starts getting darker and darker, until it becomes completely dark, you have nothing else to do because you cannot work, you cannot do anything, you don't see anything. So you go to bed and you sleep pretty early.
This was not planned, but it turns out the timing is pretty nice. April 22nd is coming, Earth Day, and for the occasion I invite you to do the same thing. Turn off your light, don't turn on the lights for a whole day, for 24 hours, and see how it has an impact on you and on your life. If you have children, invite your children to join the game and see if there is also an impact on their sleep cycle as well as on your own. I would love to hear your return on it if you do the experiment, so please do share. I will continue until the end of the month, this challenge without any light, to finish resetting my sleep cycle to a normal cycle, and to see if there's going to be other impacts on the long term. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Feel free to suggest any challenges or improvements, as I know those videos may not be perfect. There's always place for improvements. Let me know what you think, and hope I'll see you next time.